Hello and welcome to Crafting with Jane. Today we're making a pretty feminine card. It could go for a Valentine's or it could go for a birthday, anniversary, something like that. I've taken some pink card and I've cut, so it's a sheet of 12 by 12. I've cut it in half, which has given me two blanks, which is in a rather nice pink. Now, this is was gifted to me, and it's some lovely what do you call the stuff, netting. So it's netting, but it's got little twinkly bits in, as you can see. And so what I did was I took a piece of 5 3/4 square mirror card. It's a holographic, so it's you can see as I change it, you get all rainbows and things. And I've put one piece that way and one piece that way, and then just glued it underneath so that it's got that sort of twinkly look on it. So that's my base. I've then done, purely because I started the video and then my my family phoned and asked if I wanted to go to the Christmas market that was on, because of course you get to see this in January, but I do my videos a couple of weeks in advance. So there was a Christmas market on, and so I stopped it, so I'd already done some of it. So this is, you know how to do this because I've done this many times before. So you colour in just with blending brushes, different coloured patterns. So I've got a blushing bride, which is a pink. I've got crumb cake, which is a brown, and then I added a little bit of the flirty flamingo to give it a little bit of extra colour on there. Then I stamped it in the flirty flamingo with this lovely stamp set, which is number 909, and it's by All and Create, and it's called Garden Notes. One of my absolute favourites because I love the background it gives, just with a few letters. It's quite subtle. It's just, I really like it. So now we're going to continue to what I was thinking. So I have punched out, using one of these really old whale punches, I have punched out a heart. And I'm going to put that in, just in on probably about there. And I'm going to use, be careful that I don't knock the camera, I'm going to use sponge daubers for this because they're a little bit more accurate. And I'm going to choose, I want to have a, let's have a crumb cake in on there. So I'm going to use this in this beige colour, which is crumb cake, which is a nice sort of dark colour. And I want it about like this. And I'm going to just go in round on the edges. So if you want it fairly near the edge, if you do most of your sponging on the template, then you can make sure that you don't get it right the way over on the edge. Now this is quite a, I would normally do this, as you know, with copy paper, but I think it's going to be all right like this. So I'm just doing it round like that. And then I'm going to take the pink, so this one, and oh no, actually I'm going to take some of the brighter pink and just do a little bit of that around the sides as well. I need a pink one, don't I? Let's have a look and find myself a pink one. That's that one. I'm doing it in the flirty flamingo, which is a little bit darker because I want it to be give a little bit more colour in on here. So I can then just pink it up a little bit on here. And what it should do is to give me, I'm just going to lift it up a little bit to see. Oh, it needs to be darker than that, doesn't it? Okay, so put that on. Okay, so I've got this in on here. just going to add a bit more of this pink. Make sure that I've got it back in where it should be. So I want it to come in and give that lovely look like that. Now I think I want to have something really dark on the side, so I'd probably like to have a black. So let's have a look and see if I've got something which is dark enough to have as a black. Probably that's more of a brown than a black, isn't it? I don't think I've got a black one in here. Those are blues. Let me see this. This is dark brown. See if this will... Don't know whether there's any in on here or not. That's probably a bit better. I think black is going to be too dark on here. So I'm just taking this and seeing how that's getting better. That's getting better. Okay, now what I want to do, let's put this one in here, is I need to, and this is where I have to be really careful. So I'm going to take this off like that. So that's got the heart in there. I want to use, let me choose one of these ones. So I've got a black marker, and what I want to do is to just take this up round here. Now you don't want to do it all over the place, because if you do it on every part, it you have to be more accurate. So if you just do it a little bit at a time and just take it round a little bit. So I think that's probably about right. I don't want to take it too much more, because I just want to give it a little bit of definition in there. And then what I need to do is I need to take up from the top. In fact, I'm going to do it this way around because that's easier for me to see. So I want it from here. Come on. Now what's happened on there? Oh, it's probably running out, that one. Let's get another one. Got a few of these, so I'm hoping that most of them will be all right. See what that one's like. That's better. So I want it from here. Oh, still not very good, is it? Let's try, is that the last one that I've got? And if that one's dried out as well, that's not very good, is it? Aha, that's better. Okay, so from here, I just need to do a line that comes up to here, and then I need to do a line that comes in on the opposite bit like this, like that. Okay, so you've got a little thing that looks as if it's hanging. Then I do need to do this in here, like that. And round like that. I don't think I need to do it all the way down on there, but I wanted this bit to have that darker piece on there. Okay, so we know that one's okay. These ones are getting old, so let's put that one back in on there, and I'll have a look and see about probably throwing those ones away. Okay, so now I want to put something inside. So I want a little tiny image to go inside, and I think I got... Did I get a few little ones out to have a look at? I think I did. Yes, I did. I've got these lovely hanging ones that I want to use. I've got a little bird that I want to have perched on top. And then I want something to go inside. So I'm going to take one of these little birds. And the little bird is going to go in. Take this one out. I think little bird. Don't want a big bird, just want a little tiny bird. So let me just grab my little block, and I want this little bird to just be sitting on there. But what colour we say, Am I going to do it in, I'm going to do it in black because I want that, just that sort of look. So ink up the little bird. Then I'm going to put it in. Excuse my head if it comes in, but I want the bird to be just sitting on there. There we go. Beautiful. Love that. Excuse me. Okay, so that's the little bird sitting on top. Give that little wipe. And then I want to have, so put my little bird back. I want to have these hanging down with the hearts. Don't want the bells, I just want the hearts, because then that's quite sort of Valentine, isn't it? So I'm mixing and matching this time, and this is the thing, if you've got sets you don't have to stay with just one. Mix and match and choose. Yes, I want the hearts. I want this long heart, I think. So let me put this one on one of these. And then I can do that in black as well, because black and pink looks quite nice. I could have done it in grey if I didn't want it quite so stark, but I quite like this. So I'm going to take it this way round, and I want it to come about there. So that's that one. Now, actually, do I want another one on the other side? You know how I dither a little bit. I think I probably do, but I am going to use the other one because that's another heart, and I think that that will work on the other side. That's going to come up a little higher as well, but I think it will work quite nicely. So let's just take this one. I'm going to do exactly the same so I can see it, and this one is going to come up that sort of level. Like that. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I do love those little hearts. I don't use them often enough. It's one of those things, isn't it, when you look in your stash of things, and I've got so many stamps, I really have, but I do love stamps. And I've only just started getting more of a collection of Lavinia and Indigo Blue and All and Create, and they are my, what I would call my favourites at the moment. So we now need to, and this is, I think, is going to be a little bit more difficult because I've got quite a large amount of the stencil. There's quite a big bit of it on there. Right, I'm just going to move that out of the way a little bit so I don't have them. I'll put them away when I've finished. I'm just going to put them there for now. So I want to put something inside of here, and I wanted to put, what did I have? I had a nice little, I might have to guess it up on here. I thought I brought them out, but I don't think I have. Let me just grab a couple of these little ones on here. Oh, now I wonder if that would fit. I've got the little hares, which I really love. I've always loved the little hares. I quite like that little bird, but I think that little bird's going to be too big. Let me just have a little look. It's a good thing with photopolymer, as you can see. Yes, he's too big. His head and his nose don't go in there. So what I need to do is I need to put it in the right way around. I need to use this one because this is small, so I can have the little hairs in the middle, and I can have some of these words going down the side because I don't need to worry overly of where they go. So This is a really lovely little one, 756. It's called Miniatures, and it's so perfect for putting little things, which I love. So I'm going to put the little hairs in there, but I want some words first. So I think I'm just going to use these words, because I only want to have one side of them. So I can put this in. Now, if I put this in so that it fits exactly where I want it, like that, I'm not going to put it on a block, because then I won't get it in the edge, and I want it in on the edge. So I'm literally just putting it down in on the side, and then I just want some of it in like that. Some of it in like that. That's better. That's gone in on the side, hasn't it? This one didn't, did it? So I'm just going to have to do that on that one, aren't I? And do I want a little bit down on here, I think. And I can have a little bit just down on here. So if I then take that off, there we are. That's lovely, because that's given that sort of rounded edge that I want on there. So I can clean that one off, and then I'm going to get the little hairs, because the hairs I don't need to mask off, because they will fit in perfectly, I think. So let's put that one back in on, where is it? What have I done with it? Here it is, underneath my ink. So if I put this one in on here, then I can put the two little hairs, which are just lovely. There's a lovely little mouse as well, which I think is really cute, and I might actually get the mouse. Don't think that will fit in on there, will it? No. I might get the mouse next time, because it's just a little mouse I like, because it's really sweet. So this can go in on the centre like that. There we go. So that works perfectly inside there. Now we need to make it even more rounded. And I'm going to leave this bit, because I don't know whether I'm going to have it as a birthday or an anniversary or whatever. So I'm going to leave the actual sentiment on it. But what I do need to do is to get some of my pens, good old Posca pens, which I've put away. And I need the small ones. And I just need white and black. So that's my black, that's my white. So with this black, I can come in here and just add a little bit more in on that bit, and then a little bit up in like that. And then I'm going to take the white, and I just want to add a little bit of white in over here. Maybe just a little bit in on here. So that just gives a little bit of light shadow in on there. So I can just take that in again, and that little bit down on here, and I can get a little bit more of the black. Which makes it look nicer. I want to have this little bit down on here. I might have this just where the little bird is. Okay, so I don't want to have too much in on there. Now what I need to do is to just give it a little bit more texture in on there is to take, I'm looking for the inside of the, there it is, the inside piece that I cut away from the heart. So, because I've got my ink pads and things out on here. So what I want to do now is to take this on here in like that. And then I want to take some of the, we'll have it in the crumb cake, I think. So the beige colour, I just want to give sort of a bit of a shadow in on the bottom and round the side. So if I put this up like this, just want to give it a little bit of a shadow down on the bottom here. See what that looks like. That's getting better, isn't it? Gives it a little bit more definition. Just round in on here like this. There we go. And that's given it, I just need to just blend that in a little bit on there because that's better, because it was just where I got the edges, it didn't work quite right. So then I've got my, let's put this on here, that's my card base. So I've got this to go in like this on the center. I can put my sentiment in on the bottom if I want. And then I might just add a little bit of, I just want a few little splatters on here. So I'm going to try with the gold and see if I can just get these in with the gold. I might not be able to, but we can. No, it's funny, isn't it? Because these aren't new. They don't work. I can do it with my sparkly ones, and the sparkly ones are, I haven't used them at all for anything really apart from the sparkles. So we'll have pink and we'll have red because it's a pinky red. So I'm just going to put that on there, and then you can see immediately it comes out. So that's that one. Then I want some of the pink. Which is nice. And then I think I did get some of the gold actually. I'm going to try some more of this gold because I quite like it. Now what you can do is you can pump the pen. So let me just do it on here like that. And then, oh yes, you see now I'm getting some gold out, which is nice. Just wanted that over on there. So I've just got a few little speckles and things on there. I don't want to have black or white or anything. I quite like to have the colours sometimes because they just add that bit of extra definition without it being overly detailed, if you see what I mean. So I'm just going to put these away in here for a minute so I then don't lose them. These ones in here, and as you know, I've said before, but if you're new to my channel, these are Posca pens, Posca, and you can get them in all sorts of colours and all sorts of thicknesses, but they are absolutely brilliant for just adding splatters and things. Okay, now I just need to take that out of there. So this is going to go in on the center like this, and then I'm going to put a sentiment in on there. So as I say, I haven't decided what sentiment I'm going to use, so I'm going to leave it like that for now. But I think you can see you get a really nice sort of shadow on there, and it makes a really pretty card. Put the sentiment along the bottom, and I will probably do that before I finish, but I just can't think what I'm going to put as yet. But I hope you enjoyed that. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.